Hi, I'm Jeanette, and thanks for joining my channel where I share information on solo trips I've taken and solo trips I'm planning to take to help you think about and plan your own solo travel. Today, I wanted to talk about travel insurance. Usually, around this time of year, the beginning of the year, I start thinking about my own travel insurance. And it's because I travel so much, I want to make sure that I'm covered and my things are covered. And if anything happens, I've got some coverage to help me out. Now, there are a couple of types of travel insurance. You have travel insurance or trip insurance, and that covers your trip. And if you've lost baggage or your baggage is delayed or you have to cancel your trip for certain reasons, that would be in your insurance policy, those kinds of things. And then there's travel medical insurance. And travel medical insurance will cover medical issues if you have to get some kind of medical care while you're on your trip, if you have to be medically evacuated, if unfortunately you have to be repatriated, that will cover it. Now, oftentimes people will get policies that cover both. They combine the trip insurance with the medical insurance. Now, I am not an insurance agent. I don't sell insurance. I buy insurance. So I can tell you that there's a lot of information online, a lot of information. Often people will ask me, what do I recommend? Which one should I get? And I always tell them, I recommend you get the type and amount of insurance that's right for you. I can't tell you that, but again, there's a lot of information online, and you can go look up just about anything you want to know, any questions that you have. Again, if you have a travel agent, you can ask your travel agent and make sure that you are covered and have the coverage that you need. It is so important. We know that oftentimes things happen, whether you get sick or your bags get lost. I've had both of those things happen, and I can rest assured that I was covered. And it's really important before you pay for a policy, you decide, do you need it per trip? Do you need it annually like I do? I recently booked a cruise 8 days, and if I got the per trip insurance, it would have cost me $65. An annual policy would cost me $285. You can see the difference. So one covers me for 8 days at $65, the other for 12 months at $285. I travel a lot. I'm going to travel more than 4 times that $65. So it's more economical for me to get an annual policy. It may not be for you. First, you decide that. Which one makes sense for you? And read the coverage. How much will they pay you if there's a trip delay? How much will they pay you if your baggage is lost? How much will they pay to replace things in your baggage? How much will they pay for medical care you need? How much will they pay for any of the coverages that you need? There are different amounts in different policies, so it's really important to read and make sure that you have the coverage that you're going to need. You don't want to get into a situation and then find out, oh, my policy doesn't have the amount of coverage that I need, and I'm going to have to come up out of pocket for a lot of things. So before you buy your policy, make sure you research that too, and make sure you have the coverage that you'd like. And this is short and sweet. I was talking to someone earlier today, and she mentioned that she had never heard of annual insurance. So I just wanted to share that information with you. So now, if you have never heard of that or hadn't really given your trip insurance a thought, hopefully I put that thought in your mind, gave you some information, and now you can go out and do some research and find the best travel insurance for you. And I can't stress enough how important it is to have insurance when you're traveling. It can literally be a lifesaver. So hopefully this was helpful. Give me a like. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe and come back and let me know in the comments. Do you usually get annual travel insurance, or do you do it by trip, and why? What has worked best for you? And do you have any kind of favorite things that you want to share, whether it's when you buy your policy, who you buy your policy with, what kind of coverage you look for? But let's chat about it in the comments. And as always, your comments help me and will maybe help some other folks. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having a fabulous new year, and I'll see you soon. Happy traveling.